wisdom has spoken over and over again to us. Her words continually reach the ears of every person on the planet, generation after generation. There's no language barrier. Her words have been clearly perceived since the creation of the world. Creation was there at the beginning and was like a master workman. That's right, that's what we're looking at in Bride or Raise today. This is called The Woman Folly. We're in chapter 9, verses 13 through 18. This is the very first lesson of the week. And so we're going to introduce what we're going to be talking about the rest of this week. Now, we heard last time that rejecting wisdom is a high crime. Because it is a crime, it is deserving of punishment. Now, why is rejecting wisdom so bad? Because it is violence against your own soul. It is the love of your own destruction. Ultimately, it is the rejection of the supreme wisdom, Jesus Christ. All who do not embrace wisdom do not embrace Christ. The beginning of wisdom is fear of the Lord. If you do not embrace or if you do not fear the Lord, you will not have wisdom. If you do not have wisdom, it is because you have never feared the Lord. In this last section of Proverbs, in the first part of Proverbs, is this kind of book that's pretty much all by itself. Now we find Solomon doing something that he has not done before. We have heard him personify wisdom over and over, but he has yet to have personified foolishness. This is what we find here in the woman named Folly. And he identified himself, as I've argued before, Christ has identified himself with wisdom, with this character, this personification of wisdom in the book of Proverbs. Now, we would be fools not to read Christ back into these pages, since Jesus himself did so. So if Christ is wisdom, and to possess wisdom is to know God, his ways, and how to live a holy life, then who do you think folly is? I think you see where I'm going with this. Much of what we find describing folly could be directly applied to our enemy, Satan. Those that possess foolishness know Satan, his ways, and how to live an unholy life. As we look at this passage, I want to point out to you 4 main ideas. First, we need to examine this personification of foolishness. Who is this woman named Folly? Second, we'll examine who are Folly's targets. Who does she try to win to her side? Third, what does Folly say? And then finally, finally I want to look at the awful truth of folly. What is the truth that we run into? What is the truth that we are confronted with when we think about folly, when we follow folly? Where do we go? What is her house like? Because we saw wisdom's house. Now we're going to see folly's house and what that is like. So, come back next time and we will begin our study in verses 13 and 14.